ADGT. Derby time. A damn good time. Mother's Day. Mother's Day and stuff. Cinco de Mayo. Yeah. ADGT. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. I'm Steve Schaefer.
I'm Cody Adams.
And this is a damn good time podcast. I don't know. I tried to match the trumpet. That's right. This week, you got your boys back.
Yep.
And we're going to be talking about some cool stuff that happened this week. We'll probably get into, we got the Derby going on. That's why for the trumpet, it wasn't really that much of a hype song. It feels like a weird intro, but we're going to roll with it anyway.
It's got, I mean, maybe you're like, get to the juice, get to the meat.
Don't bore us. Get to the chorus, they always say. Then later we're going to try these pickled fish chips or whatever they are. Yeah. And then some sort of White Rabbit creamy candy.
Follow the White Rabbit.
Follow the White Rabbit. Yeah, we'll get more into those later. And we'll take our taste buds for a little trip. We'll let our taste buds have a damn good time. So come along with us.
Damn good time.
Yeah. So what's up, buddy? How you doing? How's your week been?
Obviously crazy week because we had Cinco de Mayo.
Yes.
We have tomorrow's Derby Day, which should be fun, and then Mother's Day Sunday. So
yep.
I mean, it hasn't really been a super crazy week, but it's piling up to be a crazy.
There's
week.
things.
Yeah.
Things going on.
In my food sales industry, it was a crazy week.
Oh, yeah. Lots of beans.
You got Cinco de Mayo on top of Mother's Day coming up. People are ordering heavy. Like things are stacking up, as you would say.
Yeah.
So that was good. And then, just the normal day-to-day at home with the babies and Jack's being a little fussy.
A little fuss butt.
Lately. Come on, Jack.
Come on, man. Get it together. Jinx.
I owe you Coke. But yeah, other than that, not much going on. I mean, my day's just blurred now. You get babies.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it seems like you got that boat in the water just in time for some shit weather. And
yeah, of course. I mean, it never fails. So
right.
At least I got in for one good weekend when the wife and kids were gone and got to enjoy it by myself for a little bit. And that'll never happen again. So
yeah.
But hey, we got some sunshine on the horizon, I see. So.
Yeah, next week's looking pretty nice.
Yeah, so it'll be all right.
Hell yeah.
It'll be all right.
That's dope.
How about you? How was your week?
It was pretty good. Went traveling for the old job. Went up to the old New England states.
I've seen.
Hit 4 out of 6 of those. So that was pretty cool. It's it's a whole different world up there just because the people are different. Like, because they all talk different, basically. Mm-hmm. But it looks a whole lot like this area. Like, you got, like, your same trees and shit. But there's a bunch of different restaurants and things like that. They're like, oh, what the fuck is that place? They're like, oh, I've never heard of one of those. So that was kind of cool. But mostly spent most of my time working. So didn't get out and do too much crazy stuff. But I got to see the Plymouth Rock.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's not that impressive. But I mean, like, I saw it. Somebody stamped the date in there. It was like 1620 or whatever the fuck that date is. I forget. 1820. I don't know. I'm not a history buff, that's for sure. I rely on Google.
I don't even guess. I think I know the 1620, but I was like, I don't want to guess the date because then I'm going to be wrong, and then all our fact checkers out there, aka my wife, is going to be like, "You're an idiot.
You guys are fucking stupid.
Google
it." Steve's literally got a picture of himself on his Facebook next to the damn thing, and he couldn't even remember that it's 1620.
So did they like just take a chunk of the rock, or was it like what was on the shoreline?
It's what's there is just a piece of it. Apparently the original is like 3 times that size or some crap.
I would imagine. Right?
If you read into it without getting too deep of a dive, but they finally apparently 1620s when they landed and all that shit, and then finally in 1750. Somebody was like, yeah, this is the rock. And, my grandpa was there. He says that this was the rock. And so that's the rock. So that became the rock. So it's kind of like there's no certificate of authenticity with it. We're going based off of some dude that said that it was Thomas Founts in 1741. Yeah, I believe Tommy.
Tommy sounds like good,
Old Tommy Founts,
yeah.
But yeah,
He's probably just a drunkard.
Drive me out now. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, even here it says it broke in half. Then when they tried to move it into the town square in Plymouth, and then they just kept moving it around, and it kept breaking. So this what I took a picture of is just a third of it.
Gotcha.
And even in the picture, like in this one that you're looking at here on my screen, and I'll post a picture for all the listeners up there, or head on over to my Facebook to check it out. There's a giant crack in it, and one of the guys at one of the labs that we went to said, like, yeah, some motherfucker came down there to try to blow it up, because he's talking with his thick New England accent. It's like, you don't want to go see the rock. It's just a pebble. It's nothing impressive. Just go do something else. Okay. But he was like naming off these restaurants that were all like right in that area. So it's like, well, fuck, I might as well see it.
Yeah, I might as well.
And then they also had a replica. It was the Mayflower 2, because it was an exact replica of the Mayflower 1. So that was kind of cool to see that boat. And it's not as big as you'd think to be.
I was just about to ask you that. Like, does it look like it was like to sail across that ocean? Which I mean,
oh my God, that would be scary. All I got to say is those are some brave motherfuckers in that boat. Like, I'd consider it almost about the size of a big houseboat that's on Atwood Lake.
Really?
Yeah. Like lengthwise, I mean, I'm sure it's bigger and it probably holds more because there's like different levels to it, because it's, it's taller, obviously, and it's a big sailboat and shit. But yeah, it doesn't seem that big. I wouldn't want to go like, hey man, get on this boat. Let's go across the fucking ocean.
Yeah.
It's like, and we don't even really know where we're going. We just know that there's land somewhere that way.
Yeah, we're just going this way.
Just
we hit land.
Yeah.
Boom.
Just go west, and there it is.
They thought they hit Spain or something too.
Well, that was I don't know where the Pilgrims thought they landed, but I know
I did brush up on my history.
Chrissy Colombo thought he was going to India.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then that's when they're like, oh wait, no, there's a whole big old chunk of land here in the way.
Yeah. I want to sail all the way to India, and it's like, oh no. Oh, no.
But yeah, so
and that's why they became Indians, because he thought it was in India.
Yeah. And like, you guys don't sound anything like what the other traders ran into. But yeah, so I mean, it's cool up there. Trying to get my state shot glass collections working on there,
Okay.
Because Sarah was like, hey, everywhere you visit, you should bring back a shot glass. And we put them in a little display case and stuff. So I got a few. I couldn't find a fucking shot glass of Massachusetts.
Well,
which is where Plymouth was. The thing is, though, is like where the Rock is and like where Mayflower 2 is, you could definitely tell it's like a touristy kind of place. They got their gift shops and like all that cool stuff, but it's not their in season, so everything closed at like 4 before we even got there. So I couldn't go into a gift shop and get a cool Plymouth Rock shot glass thing or a T-shirt or nothing like that. So
bullcrap.
But I had a lot of good food while I was out there, that's for sure. Because, whenever somebody else is paying for dinner, it's like, you got to make sure you eat.
Oh, yeah.
And then, I always like to try. It's like, well, fuck, a McDonald's is a McDonald's everywhere. I'm not going to go to the fucking Olive Garden whenever I'm trying. Like, I got to find cool restaurants and stuff and unique places. So, yeah, it was definitely some good food. I definitely ate well.
Although, you ever seen, like, I've seen a lot of, like, TikTok videos and stuff where, like, they're McDonald's in a foreign country. And it's completely different, like 100% different. It's like, like some of the things might be similar, but it's still like, like if you're like in India, it's like, here's a chickpea pastry pocket thing. You're like, it's like, it's all kinds of weird stuff,
Yeah, up there. I mean, I didn't visit any of the fast food joints to see if I'm sure they might have had different special menu items and crap like that. Maybe
probably not a whole lot.
A little local flair, but I'm sure a quarter pounder is still a quarter pounder and a Big Mac and all that shit. I will say, like, driving past McDonald's, they kind of have like a throwback design to where they have the big arches going on the sides to make it look like the cool kind of like old school diner kind of place thing. So that was different, like they design them different up there.
You can't get a lobster roll, you son of a
I can't,
bitch.
Dude, and that's the that was the shit part of it. We're so close to the sea, and there were fucking seafood houses everywhere, and they're like lobster rolls and lobster, and like come here and have some crab and all that shit. And I couldn't eat any of it, so
I just thought about that.
It was a kick in the nuts.
Yeah,
I was in like in the lobster capital, and I could not eat any of it. So, but it was there. So, If you can eat lobster and you want to find it, go to the New England states.
That's where you're supposed to go.
Yeah.
That's the place.
But yeah, dude, checked out that cool stuff. Spent a lot of time in a car, driving around because once we landed in Rhode Island, went to Connecticut, then went to New Hampshire, back down to Massachusetts, and the place we worked at in New Hampshire, they had some shit fucked up and we had to get some parts overnighted. So while we were waiting on the parts to get shipped in, we went down to Massachusetts, then back up to New Hampshire, and then from New Hampshire straight down to Providence, Rhode Island, to hit the flight out. So we did it. We put some miles on the old rental car.
Yeah.
Got a cool Ford Explorer.
Okay.
That thing was pretty nice. I didn't get to drive it because of my current driving things going on here. But it was very comfortable to ride in, I'll say that.
Driving buddy's probably like, this son of a bitch, I had to do all the driving.
Yeah, old Mikey had to do all the driving. So, but hey, man, I got to, sit around in the passenger seat, take me to the fruit stand, like driving Miss Daisy.
Yeah.
I was Miss Daisy. But no, man, it was cool. It was cool to be on a plane again. It's been a while since I've traveled and stuff. I will say it's not as I'm keeping up with that year sobriety challenge. It's not as fun to fly whenever you're not a little hammered,
Yeah.
when you don't have a little buzz going on. It's a little harder to sleep on a plane.
Yeah.
But and then we're out there at Cinco de Mayo. I'm like, I guess I'm gonna go to my hotel room and go to bed at 9. So once again, like the first time I traveled, it's like I was sober on St. Patrick's Day. That one was before the sobriety challenge. This one I felt like I had to be, so I was sober for Cinco de Mayo.
That was the problem. So you cursed yourself on St. Patty's Day. What happened?
Yeah. Well, and to think about it, fuck, this would have been a better trip to take for St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, yeah.
Hanging out in the Boston area.
Boston, yeah.
Go see the Green River and shit. We got to drive through Boston, which that was a fucking hellhole because, not Boston itself was awesome, but the traffic sucked.
Oh, yeah.
It was just crawling straight through. And I'm like, why the fucking GPS? There's no roundaway, but I guess not. Just got to take that one highway, whatever that one was, straight through and just sit there in traffic for a while. So made it a little gross.
High populated areas.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah. But yeah, there wasn't anything too crazy that happened. Just got to see some cool things in a different part of the country,
What was the best food you ate there?
Well, I'm on that keto shit too, so I ate a whole bunch of meats. There's this one Mexican joint that I hit up that was like right beside our hotel. I literally just walked there, and I got a skirt steak with like beans and rice. Of course, I skipped the beans and rice, but I ate that whole skirt steak with like some peppers and onions and chilies on it and shit. That thing was really fucking good.
Yeah.
That was thebomb.com. But then I don't know, just like there's this place called 1991 Grill, and like a couple other places where they're everywhere up there, but that we don't have them.
Gotcha.
I'd almost compare them. I don't know what I'd even compare them to. Almost like an Applebee's ish, but like nicer. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then there was a cool spot called the Wooden Tap. And it seemed like it was more of like a privately owned type establishment, and they had a really good food. Like everything was real dark wood in there, and they had cloth napkins and shit, so it was a little more fancier. It was a $20 burger, but it was fucking delicious.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had lots of good meats. No seafood though.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah, it was a fucking bummer. No seafood, no margs on Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
And then even like Plymouth kind of kept like a sort of like old style to it, Imagine like a beachfront tourist area, but less like party, like Mardi Gras or not or like Myrtle Beach and shit like that. Like when you think of like a beach town, this place is a little more. It definitely seemed like it was more old white people type vibe going on. They had like antique shops and shit, and like every bar there was like a pub, and it looked like old Englishy kind of pub type shit. Because it was, you're up in
Keep the history.
New England and shit,
or whatever you want to call it.
So it'd have been cool to go in there and get a pint of the dark stuff, but I didn't.
Good for you.
Still staying true to that sober challenge. I'm gonna beat your ass on that.
So for my Cinco de Mayo,
yeah, how was yours?
I obviously had to work that day, and then I got a a growler full of margaritas, which is funny to say. Compliments of Millersburg Brewery.
Okay.
Because they made a whole keg full of margarita.
Okay.
And then they piped it up to the draft system using they have one nitrogen tap.
Okay.
So you don't get the carbonation from the CO2 and all that in there. So they piped it up, and instead of going out and me like buying tequila, buying triple sec, buying whatever, but getting all the ingredients for it in the sour mix.
Accoutrement.
I was like, yeah, give me a growler. So sold me a growler of that, and then I stopped and picked up some sirloin, sliced it real thin, put a nice marinade on that. Made some chorizo queso. A little bit of Spanish rice, a little bit of, which we didn't even use because I forgot about it on the
Them are good margaritas then, huh?
Yeah. So I cooked up a bunch of food, and we had a couple people over, and I made some, used the old flat top, made some burritos, and it was good. Had a good time.
Banging.
Had some margaritas, had fun.
Slamming and jamming.
Got the babies on some margarita. No, I didn't.
Yeah. Filled up their little bottles for them.
Yeah. Give them straight sour mix it back.
Yeah.
No, it's good. Just stay at home. Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
I was like, I wish we could go out. It's like, we can't anymore. It doesn't exist.
Yeah. Well, and Cinco de Mayo is one of those things too that's only really celebrated here in the States.
Yeah.
It's not even that big of a thing. Everybody's like, oh, it's like Mexicans' Independence Day. It's like, no, it's the United States version of Mexicans' Independence Day. Because the Mexican independence is like September 15th.
Yeah, I mean, I have a few Spanish accounts. They were setting up for a big old party at the restaurant. So
yeah, and it wasn't even like it's to celebrate a victory in Puebla in 1862 against the Second French Empire. So French Mexican War, something Mexican American something, one of those wars, and it was like one battle that they won. It kind of tipped the scales in their favor, but it wasn't even like, hey, the war's over, we win, we're independent. Like, it's not. It's such a weird thing that we celebrate that they're just like, yeah, that's not even really that big of a day.
Yeah,
Well,
we're like, no, we're taking it. Okay, we don't care.
I think it's just more like, hey, Cinco de Mayo sounds cooler than however you say September 15th.
Yeah. We're gonna take your victory royale here, and we're going to party and eat our faces off.
Oh, I'm sorry. September 16th is their Independence Day, and that's whenever they independed from Spain.
Yeah,
from Spain. So, oh shit! Cinco de Mayo generates beer sales on par with Super Bowl.
Oh, I believe it.
Damn, son.
Maybe somebody, really smart from Mexico, like the big, like, let's make this a big thing in the States.
Yeah,
they have no idea what it's about. They don't care.
Right.
We'll sell a ton of Corona and Modelo and all of our and tequila, and we'll just be like, boom, we can just bust it out. Somebody just probably did a huge marketing campaign, like, it's Cinco de Mayo. Hey, you got to be drinking this, and then all the other beer companies got on board too, because they're like, yeah, well, everybody's going to drink that, but they'll drink more on that day. So yeah, let's go ahead.
Right. Yeah. It's like, I don't know. It's weird how that one became their Independence Day, even though it's not.
It's kind of like Sweetest Day.
Yeah. Hallmark made it
up. Built on lies.
What else? We had May the 4th. Did you do any Star Wars shit? For those that don't know, it's May the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
No. And then now I even saw that, like, I saw on TikTok and all this other shit, like, then the 5th, instead of the Star Wars people celebrating Cinco de Mayo, they're like, well, it's the 5th. So, like, now that's May the 4th be with you. And then this one's Revenge of the 5th, like Revenge of the Sith. I'm like, just fucking get off of it. Pull your fucking fingers out of your asses.
It's too many days, too many things. Every week's got to have some goddamn, this is pizza day. This is beer day. This is potato chip day. This is it's like, all right, I don't need to do something every day.
I mean, I'm gonna say it here too. I don't really like Star Wars that much. I mean, it's not. I don't know. I understand why it's loved and cherished, and why it was a huge success, and why. But to me, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. Dad, don't really. I don't know.
Yeah, because the old stuff was like
Yeah.
amazing back then.
Yeah, it was like cutting edge. It was new. It was awesome and all that cool shit. But still, I'm just.
But then you ran a movie from the end to the beginning, and some people love that. And I'm just like, that's confusing.
Yeah. When it does kind of, and it has one of those vibes to it too. Like, if you're just like a casual fan, you're not cool enough to the super fans. You know, it's got that whole, almost like Harley owners. Whenever I owned a Harley, everybody was like, oh, yeah, but that's not as cool as my Harley. You know, or like, you know, if you wear band shirts, name 3 songs. It's got that kind of vibe to it where the super fans are douchebag assholes.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, man, you know, Luke Skywalker's pretty cool. Something about Anakin and this and that. I don't fucking know. I don't know. You know? So,
we just lost one viewer. Damn it!
Always jokes about having the high ground or some shit. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I see the memes all the time on this meme site that I frequent, and I don't get them. So he's just like, bloop, right past. Maybe I should watch it. Maybe then, you know.
Yeah, maybe I sit down and watch them all in
the
order.
Yeah. And then there's like cartoons you're gonna watch too that have some of the storyline that fit into like the Mandalorian and all this other bullshit and like.
Yeah. It's just so much. It's a lot.
Right.
It's just a lot. It's just a lot.
Yeah.
And we ain't got time for that.
No.
Got time for that.
Yeah. May the 4th blow my fucking brains out, please.
It's like, and the fact that it didn't go in order, so like, that's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to watch it now and be like, yeah, this is really cool to watch the last episode that was from 1985, you know?
Right. Yeah, and then even too, its own fan base shits on like a lot of these. Well, this one sucked compared to these ones, or this iteration was stupid.
Oh no, they hate the new ones all the time.
Well, they all hate everything too. It's like, God damn it, fucking just stop being a boner about it, and fucking just can't you just enjoy it? Can't you just enjoy something?
I've seen a lot of terrible movies out there. There's a lot of them. Especially like I like to watch shitty action films.
Yeah,
and the acting's so bad in them, but I just like to watch. Either put them in the background, or just sometimes I even get into them. Like, this is shitty, but I kind of like it.
Yeah.
He just ripped that guy's head off. That was quick, you know,
shit like it's so corny, it's good.
Yeah.
You know,
he just shot 45 people, and these guys can't all have automatic weapons, and somehow not one bullet can hit this guy. I don't know.
Right.
All these guys suck, but
yeah, I feel like they need like henchman training, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, how the fuck did you even become one of the henchmen?
It's like, did they just give this guy a gun?
Who's paying you?
Yeah.
You know?
Like, I like the perfect trap set up, and the good guy walks in it, and it's like and he's like running away from the bullets. I'm like, it doesn't work that way.
All right. Right. That's not how any of this works.
But anyways, what I was basically getting at is like everybody's criticism of movies is like goes overboard nowadays. Yeah. It's just too much. It's like at the end of the day, it's a movie. You don't like it, shut it off. But you still watch the whole damn thing. So
right.
You're probably gonna watch it again just because it's part of your little cult thing.
Yeah, and it's like one of those things too. Like I'm sure I know the Avengers probably got, or you know, that whole MCU shit got a lot of it, but I do specifically remember whenever Transformers came out, like one of the big robots, a giant alien robot that turns into small cars. It's a giant robot. Picked up a tank, and the tank bounced. And like, tanks, big tank that size, it won't bounce. Tanks don't bounce. Oh, that's the part you don't believe. Yeah. You're cool with this giant fucking alien robot, you know. But no, the tanks don't bounce. I'm done with this shit. Fuck you. Go fuck yourself.
They're also opening portals to other dimensions.
Yeah. Oh, that could happen.
Yeah, that could 100%.
But no matter what world you're in, a tank could never bounce. And that's why I just can't watch Transformers.
Because that tank how hard he threw that tank. Maybe that tank is made out of extra rubber.
Yeah, it could be. You know, it could have been a new design by
like, oh, we had to fight these aliens. Like, maybe we had to make our tanks a little more rubbery so they bounce because they can just pick our tanks up. We don't want everybody inside to die.
Yeah,
so we're gonna throw like a rubber lining on the inside.
Those were designed to fight the aliens and bounce so that they didn't explode.
Yeah,
you know, that's
genius
technology.
Genius.
Fucking The government doing its best technology shit. What else we got? We got the old Kentucky Derby coming up.
Yeah, Kentucky Derby tomorrow, which will be Saturday. For
Yeah.
you guys listening.
This will air
afterwards. So.
Hopefully your horse won, and hopefully you won a lot of money.
Yeah, my Eric that we've had on here many times, Wheeler. He loves this horse betting. He loves that, and he's got me sucked into it now. He's got me sucked into the world of horse betting, and I'm having fun with it.
Yeah.
Not trying to go too crazy or anything with it, but it's fun. And it's just one of those things, though, too, also, where you feel like you can do as much research as you want, but most of the time, you might as well just ask somebody to give you a number and you take that bet.
Yeah.
You can definitely look at some stats, and there's some different things you can look at, and we've had some good bets and mainly a lot of bad bets, but if you hit one good bet, it's all you need. So
I wish I knew like a good site to go to where it gave you a list. Oh wait, odds, horses, complete better's guide. Because I'm gonna pick the horse right now.
Oh, you're gonna pick the horse.
I'm gonna
right
pick
now.
the horse. I don't know how any of this works.
And when you look at somebody like the Kentucky Derby, you're taking like a lot of the best of the best, and you're putting them together, and so it's pretty much anybody's games. A lot of people go off of the trainers, because they're a lot of the trainers that win a lot. You know, they go off of that. They go off of a lot of different metrics, but you never know. You never know.
I'm sitting here looking at these must be the odds, not the horse's race record. I'm like, 10-1. That's a pretty good. That's he wins. And I'm like, why do they've all only lost like one race? Like, that must be the odds.
Yeah, not quite correct. So yeah,
right.
They're 10-1, 20-1. Yeah, that's all their odds. Right. I mean,
I'd put a 30-1 odds. I mean, if you just happen to hit, that'd be dope. Zandon is 3-1.
Yeah. So I mean, those all change too, because these is whatever this website's giving you the day of, wherever the money goes.
Yeah,
that's where the odds go.
Right.
So yeah.
Still, imagine winning a 30-1.
Won't be too shabby.
Yeah.
And you can do all kinds of crazy bets, you know, in horse racing with trifectas and superfectas and you name it. There's so many different bets that now I've learned them all. I'm comfortable doing the horse betting, but it's a lot of. I understand why it's a long shot and why it's fun and why people enjoy it.
Let's see here. I'm just gonna see if I can find a Big Brown. Isn't that one that's been there for like a while? I didn't think they ran that many, unless it's like another Big Brown.
Unless you're looking at like horses that have won it up there. I don't know.
2022 Kentucky Derby, it says. So I don't know, man. I don't know how horse betting works. Who's favored to win the Derby? This says Zandon.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm feeling Zandon.
You're not feeling Zandon?
I don't know. I don't even see him on this list. This must be one of people that have previously won.
That's what I'm guessing. Some of those photos look weird, but
yeah.
I don't know. It'd be fun. I got the if you saw on TikTok, I got the Suve rolling on the brisket right now.
Yeah. You got that Wagyu brisket.
Wagyu brisket. Going in the Suve. We're gonna have a lot of good food. We're gonna make the classic mint juleps. You know.
Yeah.
And all kinds of stuff like that. So yeah. That's the other thing too. There's a lot of horses in that race.
Yeah. Happy Jack. Okay, here's the Kentucky Derby site. Tis the Bomb. That one just sounds fun.
Tis the Bomb. 25-1.
25-1. Bet now. Let me get my credit card out here.
We'll probably redirect you, but I can put some money down for you if you need me to.
Zandon. Zandon's a favorite 8-1 right now. Well, at least that's what the last website said it was a favorite.
It'll change. It'll all change. There's people that have already probably put some bets in and some money in just to get horses to where they think they should be, or they're they think they know it inside, so they drop a couple grand on them early and just walk away from it and hope it hits. But
have you placed your bets yet, or are you waiting until tomorrow?
Oh no, yeah, I wait till tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, no, right before the race, like
Get you some mint juleps.
yeah.
You gonna wear one of those fancy hats?
I have an orange top hat I can wear.
I think it's more for the ladies.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Nah, it'd be fun. Like I say, it's especially with the weather tomorrow. It's supposed to rain tomorrow. It'll be actually a good day to just be indoors and watch some horses run and take some long shots. So
Yeah, I wonder if it's gonna rain down there.
It changes things up a lot.
Wasn't it a Seinfeld one where Kramer overheard somebody talking about a horse and he's like, "Oh, this horse loves the mud, loves the slop." And so like, I wonder if there's like any of those bets going on right now. If it rains, this horse, it loves the slop. He gets in the mud. He's the best in the mud.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, that's literally, there's a horse called Jackzilla that runs out in Mountaineer that's close to us. And he absolutely tears up in slop. And I bet him twice and he's ran in the slop twice and he's won both times. And I won. So I was like, of course I got to bet on Jack because my son.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Jackzilla, absolutely. So I bet on him twice and he's won twice in muddy conditions.
Loves
so,
the slop.
Now I get that completely.
Loves the slop. He's the slop guy. The mud king. Yeah, that's cool. I might have to download an app and maybe put a little money on some horsies and stuff, just for fun.
Yeah, let me know. We can send you a reference code.
Yeah, and then you might get some kickbacks.
Yeah.
Some kickbacks. Then what else after Derby? We got Mother's Day coming up.
Yep.
This will be your wife's first Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And then you said you didn't know whether to go all out or anything like that. I feel like Mother's Day is kind of weird too. Like Mother's Day, I feel like the best thing to get a mom is just like, you just relax. Like don't just just relax. But then moms are like, but I want to see my babies, and then it's like, I don't know,
Yeah,
flowers
exactly.
and like
literally the best thing you get them is maybe like go to get your nails done or go to, like get pampered,
right. A
Go
little
to
spa day.
Go to spa day, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to
get
get
your
out.
spa day.
So I'm bringing the spa day home. So
Yeah.
by the time it's there, she already know. I'm getting one of those little massage guns so I can like give her the massage with that, and we'll see how it works out. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'll probably get some flowers and stuff too. But,
Right. Some little knickknacks, some things.
I'd say I'd cook for her too, but I always do that anyway. So
Right,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's Sarah wants to get a sunset or retractable awning on our back porch. And those things are expensive as fuck. And so I was like, well, I mean, if we're getting that, sign it up, do it and everything. And then that's like your Mother's Day present, like, so I don't think we need to, I doubt you want a whole lot else that we can't afford now because we're getting, that thing. And I mean, it'll be cool too, because then we, like on our back patio, if it's raining or anything, you can't really sit out there and enjoy it. And then we have a front stoop, like a porch thing, but it's not like a sitting porch.
Right.
And it is nice to see storms roll in, sit out in the rain, listen to a thunderstorm. We don't really have a good place to do that. So with a retractable awning there, you can sit out and watch the storm roll in and listen to the thunder and lightning and shit.
And you can retract it.
And then retract it. Like, get it out of the way. Well, because that's the other thing too. It's like, well, that was the first question. Well, what if a storm comes and we forget to do it? She's like, well, now they make them with sensors, and if it hits the wind hits it, and the wind gets too fast, it'll pull it up. It retracts itself. That's fun. Technology's great.
Just wonder, would it be the same price to like build a permanent?
That's what I was wondering too. But with lumber nowadays, it probably
not.
it'd probably be a lot more expensive. And then because our decking isn't the greatest right now, like the wood on top of it.
Yeah.
So I do want to redo the deck. So if I did put a permanent awning out, I'd have to put like the big posts out there. And then before I put the posts, I'd want to redo the deck first. So then it'd just be like a whole deck overhaul. And it'd probably be super fucking expensive at that point. So it's like, fuck it. Just put a little sunsetter on it.
Yeah, that'll be good.
A little awning action. So
yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah.
I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
And I'll get some enjoyment out of it too.
Yeah. You come over, sit out on that back patio,
Yeah.
And then it'll keep, because we're on the west side of our house is where our patio is, or our deck is. And we've got these big windows there, and it just lets all the sunlight come in and cook the cook the room.
Oh, save you some
So
money.
it'll cool,
probably,
it'll
after
cool down the house a little
Mhm.
bit too, and just cut down on them
Pay
energy
for
bills.
itself.
It'll pay for itself.
Hey, get out of here.
Yeah, it'll pay for itself.
Ah.
All right, you ready to get in some foods?
I'm ready.
This week on Snack Corner, I don't know what we'll call this. Tasty treats from around the world.
Around the world.
Are we the tasty treats?
Ooh, we are pretty tasty treats.
Yeah.
Why?
What do you want to start with first? You want to try these fish chips? These
Yeah, let's get into the fish chips.
these ones seem like they're going to be weird.
You should wash them down with this Mountain Dew you got. Steve added the Mountain Dew into it.
Yeah, these I think they're from China. Yeah, product of China. Obviously it's a Lay's. It does say Lay's on it this time, but then it says Lay's in whatever Chinese lettering that is. There's nothing on the front that tells you what it is, except for it's got some koi fish on there, and then it looks like fish stew, like a picture of fish stew on the bottom there with like some mushrooms and stuff in there.
Mushrooms.
But then on the back, when you get to the nutrition facts where everything's in English, it says pickled fish flavor. So
What's that smell like?
it smells like soy sauce. So so it might not be that bad.
All right, another Jungle Gyms purchase.
Yeah.
I mean, it just smells like soy sauce.
Yeah, it just smells like Chinese food. Made a bite here.
Ingredients are potato, palm oil, which I'm sure is what they're fried in,
Yeah.
and then pickled fish flavor seasoning,
Oh, okay.
which is maltodextrin, sugar, MSG, salt, artificial flavor, soy sauce,
Okay.
yeast extract, and fish powder.
Fish powder. Yeah, let's get a crunch in the mic here.
Does it kind of remind me of barbecue?
I mean, they're good. I don't get a lot of fish.
Nope.
A little kick of spice there at the end.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm looking at the chip right now. You can see a little bit of seasoning on there. And Steve's giving you your ASMR of chips, as he likes to do.
They gotta get a feel for the crunch, you know.
This is compared to the egg.
That one's pretty good.
The egg one we tried before. This is just like nothing.
You'd call it like salty soy or something like that, you know. Definitely very salty.
It's not bad.
It tastes like Chinese food, kind of. I really like that, like, kind of hit a kick of spice there at the end. A little heat to it.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with those at all. I would definitely get those again. Just like,
Yeah, I feel like
you freak people out, and they're not. Like I say, like it reminds me kind of a barbecue chip.
Yeah. I think it's a little more like soy. I'd even kind of market that as maybe like an egg roll flavor or some crap like that. And I bet you they'd sell really good instead of calling a pickled fish flavor. I doubt they wouldn't sell very well if
Yeah.
you just stamp that pickled fish and then nobody would want to buy them. But like if you call it like an egg roll or I don't know, hibachi something or other.
So maybe they got the misconception wrong on this packaging, because if you look at this like whole bowl of mushrooms and chilies and ginger and whatever else going on in the front of this thing, I really don't know how that's pickled fish. So
It doesn't taste fishy.
No, not at all. So,
And next up, then we have these white rabbit candies.
which we were pleasantly surprised when we opened this up that we thought it was going to be like a whole cookie or something. No, it's like a Tootsie Roll.
Yeah,
We got like a Tootsie Roll.
and they
going
come
on
in this
here.
fun little like jar kind of container thing, plasticky jar thing. It's got some cool artwork of these
Whoa.
trucks delivering the white rabbit candies.
What's going on here?
Is there a secondary wrapper in there?
I think it might be edible. Yeah, it's got to be edible.
Why? Oh, it does just flake off.
No, it's not edible. It's not edible. You got to do double the work.
Why? It doesn't want to come off.
Well, I mean, this has been shipped and stored, and I don't even know how we're going to eat these now.
If you have no idea what's going on, there's like a weird wax paper
All right, I'm going for it.
on these once you open them up out of the.
Oh, they're harder. They're hard as hell.
Oh yeah, mine just
Oh my god. Maybe they're dissolvers. You let it dissolve in your
my
mouth.
teeth are stuck. My teeth were stuck together. Mm.
So this is the White Rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
Follow White Rabbit, Matrix style. Creamy candy. This isn't creamy at all. Maybe we got a bad batch.
Like you said, they've been shipped around the world.
Ingredients of maltose, white granulated sugar, whole milk powder, butter, food additive, vanilla, edible glutinous rice paper. Oh, that's what's on the is rice paper, so it's edible.
Okay.
Yeah, some cornstarch, some water. That's about it.
It was really good. It's hard to chew.
This is, I think, supposed to be a melter in your mouth.
Yeah.
I think this is like you leave it in your mouth and you let it kind of just dissolve.
I don't like doing that. I gotta eat shit. Even like hard candies, I don't just suck on hard candies.
This is literally hard as a rock.
Mm-hmm.
Not as a rock, but
It tastes like a vanilla Tootsie Roll.
yeah,
It's really good.
it's creamy candy.
Yeah.
They're like a milk-based candy. See, he's going back for a second.
This is my third.
You got teeth like rocks, man. See, I'm letting mine stew in my mouth.
Yeah.
So you're getting that creamy flavor kind of rolling in your mouth, and it's getting softer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think that's what it's made for.
I like chewing it.
Not the hard chew like you're doing.
I like the hard chew.
It's like a lollipop, you know?
Yeah. But definitely a lot like taffier once it gets warmed up.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really good.
Yeah.
I could eat a lot
But
of
if
those.
you got weak teeth, don't get these.
Yeah. Or if you got some kids that got some loose teeth, want to get them to come out faster, give them one of these things. I'll definitely stick to their teeth and pull that out. That's good, though.
Definitely different.
Yeah. God, is that good. Once they get warmed up and you get to chew on them more instead of them being all hard.
Yeah, like I'm trying to maneuver mine around, chew on it,
Yeah.
do everything, and talk, and it's like it's pretty hard to do.
Kind of needed.
Not a candy for a podcast.
Yeah. Unless you enjoy listening to people chew stuff.
But I like it.
Yeah. I'd eat more of both of these things. The little weird rice paper is kind of weird, but
So said it is edible.
yeah. No, that melts in your mouth as soon as you put it there.
At first, I thought it wasn't because I put it in it because it was like plastic. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's not. And I'm like, it's got to be.
Now I need a toothpick.
All right, so now I think everybody can get.
Yeah, I found this up in the New England states, but I think it's on all the shelves now because I've even recently seen a TikTok about it. It's Flamin' Hot Mountain Dew. So I think you can probably find it at most convenience stores around here. So I figured we'd give it a shot.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, it seems, I don't know.
It seems like some fat kid in his mom's basement playing video games.
Yeah.
Put some flaming hots and Mountain Dew. Is like, oh, it's the best drink ever.
Yeah, and it's got the branding on it too for, like Flaming Hot Cheetos and Doritos. It's that Flaming Hot kind of brand that they put on all of those things. And this is in Mountain Dew form though, so
Look, I got a nice milk candy in my mouth still too. For this hot,
Yeah.
I can cool it down.
like I'm trying to figure out just by looking at it, it's like, is it going to be like a weird salty drink? Because it's the Flamin' Hot is always on salty snacks. So or is it going to be something sweet that finishes with heat? But I guess we're going to find out.
Oh, there's a little heat.
Yeah.
Kind of remind me of the live wire orange
Mm-hmm.
with like a little cinnamon fire to it.
Yeah, it's definitely a fruity, like a
Mhm.
fruity citrusy, and then finishes with a spice.
Yeah.
Not bad.
It's not bad.
Like the spice hit, I'd compare it to like a lot of those. There's one vodka. It's like pepper. Is it a Smirnoff? No. Maybe a Three Olives where they put like a jalapeno back on it, and those are really good for like Bloody Marys and stuff. That's the kind of heat note that I get from it. It's more of like a finish in the back of your throat. It's not gonna light your ass up. You're not gonna be, like buffalo wings. It's not that kind of heat scale to it, but
goes well with the creamy candies.
Mm-hmm. I'll probably chase a few fish chips with that.
Fish chip, creamy candies, and flaming hot Mountain Dew.
I mean, as for the chips and the candy, I'd go back for seconds. The Mountain Dew, I could take that or leave it. I mean, it's not something now that I've tasted, it's not like, oh my God, this is my new drink,
I feel like when I was younger, we drank so much Mountain Dew that like I'm far over Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Like people are addicted to Mountain Dew out there. They
Right.
Drink Mountain Dew like it's religion. And
they're called
It
hillbillies.
doesn't. Yeah. It just doesn't do it for me anymore. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like a Diet Coke or I like high carbonation anyways. I mean, like, I don't drink a whole lot of pop. But.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Almost kind of on par of what I expected. I was afraid of it being like a weird salty drink to taste like flaming hot chips or something like that. But no, it's definitely a citrus soda with a heat back to it.
Yeah, just a little tickle in your throat.
Not too bad. Yeah, a little get you, get you there.
Do you have any hot topics this week?
Nothing too crazy. Some things I wanted to talk about though. Well, May the 4th is on there. We already talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see?
Did I see
the Dave Chappelle thing?
Yeah, some random guy tried to spear tackle
at
him.
the Netflix is a Joke event. Some guy came on stage, tackled him, and then got chased off stage and got the fuck beat out of him. Did you see the aftermath pictures?
Yeah, he got worked over.
Oh man, that dude got fucked up.
Yeah.
And then it came out that apparently he had like a replica gun with a knife on it, like a fucking bayonet. He had a little pistol with a bayonet. I don't know. I think there's probably pictures of it online. I haven't seen that yet. But yeah. So and then it was funny too because then Chris Rock comes on stage, grabs a mic. He's like, "Was that Will Smith?"
Yeah, it's all right.
But yeah, so I thought that was kind of crazy that's Will Smith didn't realize that he's gonna start that now. That like, oh, you're offended? Just get on stage and hit the person,
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? Let's see if we can find.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to think that guy was there. He came out like nowhere too. He's just like boom, he's up on stage. Like he was playing it the whole time. Like, was he having fun? Was he not? Like, how did nobody spot him? Like, how did he get up on stage and all that? So,
oh yeah, it looks like a toy gun with a knife blade glued to it. Why wouldn't you just carry a knife?
So he wanted to try to stab him?
I guess. It says that that's what he had on him whenever he tackled him.
Okay.
But either way, he got beat up. I guess it was like Jamie Foxx and like a couple other the crew kind of chased him down. And then it's funny because like, what's is it Monty Python, that music? Because like everybody runs on stage to get the guy, and like everybody falls down.
Yeah.
Like, oh, y'all just lost a little bit of your gangster cred right there. Come here, fool, we go get you. Whoop.
Yeah, apparently it's very slippery because they were like, he slipped. Dave Chappelle got slipped down, jumped back up, ready to fight him. And then like the guy ran away. And Dave's like, damn lucky that guy was clumsy as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he made a trans joke about it too. Because that's like, his hot button topic was blowing up right now. He's like, that must have been a trans guy. It's like, yeah, he had to get a dig in there, and then Chris Rock had to get his Will Smith dig on it. But like, I don't think I'd want to fuck with Dave Chappelle.
No, he's a big dude.
Yeah, and it doesn't really show a lot in the clothes that he wears. But apparently he's like jacked.
I don't know how tall he is, but I know I've seen him before with like just a T-shirt on. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, yep. Yeah, just Google search Dave Chappelle jacked, and there's pictures of his arms. They look pretty big. I wouldn't want to fuck with that dude. Jesus, look at that. Would you fuck with that guy? No, I wouldn't fuck with that guy.
Hang out with him.
Yeah, for sure. That'd be dope as fuck. But I wouldn't want to tackle him.
No. That's the thing. It's probably somebody. I don't know, maybe they were extremely mad at him for some dumb shit or.
Yeah, well, I don't know. And that's like I said with the whole Will Smith smacking Chris Rock thing. It's kind of open, like, oh, hey, I guess, we can get up there and hit people if we're not happy with their jokes, and like,
yeah.
That's what I know. I saw a lot of that from comedians. Like, so what are we trying to normalize the fact that if we piss you off, you can just come up here and do whatever the fuck you want? Like,
yeah.
Like, no, you're ruining it for everybody else. Other people paid to come see this show. If you don't like it, leave or tweet about it. Yeah, there is freedom of speech. You're allowed to say whatever you want about them, but they didn't go out there and physically assault you, so you shouldn't feel the need to get up there and physically assault them either. Like, it's not. There's no way in hell that that's eye for an eye or like the proper response.
Right. Especially with like, you look at Chris Rock's situation, like I'm sure he didn't even write that joke. It was probably written for him.
Right.
He was probably reading off a cue card or, he probably got like a handful of jokes and he was like, yeah, it'd be funny.
Yeah.
Sure. Whatever. No big deal.
Right.
Will would take it on the chin and they were probably having a fight that day and he was probably just having a bad day and decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to overextend this. So
yeah, go ahead and bang his wife, but don't talk about her.
Yeah.
Don't
talk about her hair loss. Because God forbid you lose your hair.
Yeah, and oh my God.
Sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, God forbid you get made fun of for being bald. Like
Yeah.
I'm not smacking people for jokes.
Oh, I don't know how many places I walk into.
But it hurts when you make fun of me for being bald.
Yeah, and how many people are like, oh, well, I haven't seen you forever, Cody. Oh, you lost a lot of hair. And I'm just like, thanks. Yeah, I wasn't aware. Thought I still had a full head up here.
Yeah. You fucking
Thanks
dick.
for pointing that out. You've gotten older. Like, what? I don't understand, like, people's mindset sometimes when it comes to this shit.
Yeah.
So,
The whole don't say, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. But whatever. They're all it's jokes, It's fucking jokes. Get over it.
Get over yourself.
One other thing that I saw is I saw this on a podcast where they were talking about fat models, and they brought up like this Adidas website that shows all these women in sports gear, and they're all plus size women. And they're like, yeah, that's cool, whatever. But then they go to the men's side of it, and every single one of those dudes are skinny and jacked and shit. They don't have like dudes like us. I want to throw it out there to Adidas. If you're gonna do it for women, let's kill this double standard thing. Let's do it for men. Get your boys from ADGT.
Top two models, right?
Get us in some Adidas gear, and I'll model for you. We'll sponsor us. We'll wear it here on the podcast. I'll rep those 3 stripes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all day.
And get us in your magazines. I'm not jacked by any means. I got it, but we're pretty.
We can beat those guys up, though.
Yeah. We're just like all those fat chicks that you have on there. They're all pretty, but they have a few extra pounds on them. We're very beautiful men.
Yeah.
We just have a few extra pounds on us. So get us, make it all inclusive for everyone. Don't. For me, it's disheartening for me to get on there and be like, you know what? I really want to buy a sports T-shirt, but maybe I shouldn't because I don't look like any of these guys. I'm not represented out there through the male models that are on Adidas website, so I want to be. So put me on your page.
Comfortable. I have a beautiful mane under here. It's got to go well.
Because real men are hairy. Real men are hairy and fat, so we need representation too.
Cancel.
Yeah, and but I also feel like there is a way different way that men versus women are programmed for whenever they see like advertisements and stuff like that. And I may be speaking out of terms. Maybe not all women think this way, but I feel like some women look at the beautiful models and they're like, I could never pull that off because I'm not that skinny. I can never pull that off because I don't have her body. So they feel like they need to see what they look. Oh, she's got my body type and she's rocking it pretty good. Whereas men, they look at the other dudes like this jack dude and like, yeah, fuck yeah, I look like that dude. and our stupid men brains, we're sitting there like, yo, dude, I'll fucking jack like that. Look at that dude's arms. My arms are bigger, right? So I'd look even better. So like that's why it's probably not that big of a push.
I'll kick his ass.
Yeah, he looks good, but can he go out in the woods and chop some wood and like bag it? Can he do man stuff? Can he change an alternator? Probably not. That fucking sissy. I'm bigger than him anyway. I could make that look better. So like we're just so dumb that it doesn't matter. We're not like I could never pull that T-shirt off because I just don't have the arms for it. We're like, my arms are fucking bigger than that.
We don't care. We're like, yeah.
They need real men like me to represent it because I'm more buff.
But then we also look at that and go, that's too much. I ain't paying that fucking price.
Yeah. $60 for a fucking T-shirt.
I'm going to go down to Kohl's or I'm going to go down to Marshall's. I'm going to find that shit on the same rack. Don't matter, man.
But no, for real though, Adidas represent us. Put us on. We'll be your male models.
We'll rock it hard.
I'll get down in my underpants. Whatever you want.
Yeah.
Take some shots of me playing basketball, lifting some weights, jumping rope. I might need to break in between shots because I'll be winded. But I mean, you do it for the fat women, so why not do it for the fat guys?
Yeah.
That's all the fatties in.
They're not fat. They're just plus size.
No, do it for the plus size men then.
38s and up. Come on.
But yeah, that's about all I got. I got this one that it's been on this list and I forget what or even how to really talk about it. I think it's more of just I saw it on a TikTok and I'm jealous of the fact that like this chick in China or Japan or wherever, one of those oriental areas, she goes to this vending machine and she gets like, it almost looks like a candy bar, right? And a little wrapper. And she peels the one top off and then she like pushes up from the bottom, almost like a push pop kind of. And then it's little pieces of sushi. And like you get a whole roll, but it's already cut up. So it's like you push it out of the wrapper and like you get to take a bite. So like a sushi candy bar is just what my note says, a sushi candy bar.
Push pop sushi.
Yeah. And I want those. Like, why can't we have cool stuff like that?
Yeah, no, we don't get any cool things because we're in Tuscarawas County, Ohio.
I mean, so I guess that we do kind of have similar things, same, but not the same. Like gas station sushi. Do you trust it? Do you eat it? Have you ever partaken? No. Or like Walmart, they got the little. I will say like Sam's Club. You go to Sam's Club, they do roll like a lot of the sushi in the back and shit. But I know you go to Walmart there in New Philadelphia right now, and you get a little tray of like 8 pieces of like a spicy crab roll or a California roll, and it's like imitation crab because most of them are.
Yeah.
Anyway,
in the States, yeah. For sure.
But you can get like that tiny little thing, and I think I've ate it before. I guess it's probably on par with like a sushi candy bar.
Yeah, I've kind of like Earth Fair up in Canton.
Okay,
and they have like literally a guy right there, and like they have stuff pre-made sitting out.
Yeah,
or you can just order through him, and he'll make you like a fresh roll right in front of you.
Right.
So I've picked up some stuff there before. Gas station. That's tough. That's tough.
And I will say this too, like the Walmart there in Philly, there's no dude sitting there rolling it.
No.
You can tell it's probably all machine rolled and cut and then packaged up into this little plastic tray and then shipped there. And so it's not like when you have somebody at the grocery store or the gas station fresh rolling sushi for you. It's all mass produced. And
yeah, I don't know, gas station. There's some guy back there rolling it up. I should be. I would love it. I'd be like, hey, hook me up, bro.
That's fucking Phil. Phil's back there rolling.
No. And then convenience store wise, the only thing I've ever done was like Spam Musubi, but that was in Hawaii. So
okay.
That was a little bit different.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah.
But that was Spam too. It wasn't like any seafood in it.
Right.
So.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the freshness.
Yeah. Spam and egg. And then sushi rice and like the one little wrapper around it, like in the middle.
Yeah.
Like a beautiful, like, oh my God, that and a cone of coffee.
Was it delightful?
That's my breakfast every morning.
Hell yeah, dude.
But yeah, no, I don't know if I could just gas station.
You gotta step out of your comfort zone. Get out there and eat some weird shit.
Now, well, the nice thing in Ohio though is most of like if you have a food gas station, like on a busy road that's like gas and oil top, blah blah blah. Like there's a lot of traffic passing, semis passing, or whatever. And it's like one of those bigger gas stations. You got a whole thing where they got like a buffet style that it's not buffet, but they'll put in the things. Like they got like 3 different kinds of pizza. They got chicken tenders. They got like
hot sandwiches and shit.
Yeah. They make a hot Italian sub.
Yep.
They got like all those things, and that's always good to get something like that.
Yeah, they got a Pilot or a Love's or Travel America
or just some weird like
yeah
some guy's name on the gas station, and they're
the
food.
The little Sunoco right down the road here. It's kind of one of the more ratchety gas stations in this area, but they've got like. They make to order their breakfast sandwiches, and they're pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
and they got one of those like Hunt's Brothers pizzas, and what's the Charlie Biggs chicken and sauce. And then it's so funny because it says chicken and sauce. It's like, all right, I'm gonna get me some chicken and sauce, but you have to pay extra for the sauce. I'm like, I figured the sauce, it's in the fucking name, right?
Yeah,
figured the sauce would come with it. And like, no, you gotta buy. You still gotta buy. We have it, so we're not lying. You just have to buy it extra. But their chicken tendies are good too.
You ever see the whole story with Hunt's Brothers Pizza?
No.
And how that started? That's kind of crazy.
Is it now?
Yeah.
Paraphrase.
I'll paraphrase, but I don't know it like exactly.
Yeah.
But as far as I know, they had a small pizza shop. Like they started a small pizza shop,
and
then they opened a few locations. Blah blah blah. And then the guys were smart enough to figure out like if we put these in gas stations and make this streamline, like they figured that whole system out and how they could do it. Now they have their own trucks. They have their own. They have like 2,000 locations and like just ship it out. Genius.
Yeah, mass produce it, making some money, huh?
Yeah, I mean, looking at the whole story sometime, because I'm not 100% on it, but I've had somebody tell me, or I looked into a little bit, and it sounds pretty impressive, like how they like developed it.
Started a pizza dynasty.
Yeah, it's like it's okay pizza.
I mean for gas station pizza, it's pretty good.
Yeah, and it's like it's a whole thing, and I mean people pick it up all the time and all that. So, just interesting, just going from a small business to making probably I'm sure they're millionaires now. Doing
well, not better than we are,
And they probably don't have to really work.
Right. Sit in board meetings or some shit.
Yeah. Be like,
how's the pizza going? Oh, it's good. Sweet. Keep slinging pizzas.
How do we change it up? How do we get more people to buy Hunt's Pizza?
Hunt's Pizza. We need to be at more gas stations.
Put the breakfast pizza out.
That's one thing I want to do. Is that's like the only thing we have on the east side of Philly. I feel like the east side of Philly needs to blow up.
Yeah,
it's not the coolest place. There's really we have a Hardee's, and that Hardee's just seems to always be out of everything too. Like I don't know who manages that fucking place, but they're always out of everything. We got that gas, which the gas station on the inside is real nice. I hate to say it's a ratchet gas station, but like
it's like brand new.
It is brand new. It is nice, but
they normally have the cheapest gas around too.
But like some of the East Side Philly people are a little weird. Like you definitely have like
you get a weird influx of people from some different areas.
Yeah,
I'm not going to name names. Yorksville.
Yeah, coming. We got the 922 tours kind of close down there.
Yeah,
like, that's where it's
different people come from different areas. But
yeah,
I mean, either way, and there's nothing wrong with Yorksville. I'm just making a joke,
But yeah, and then even for instance, like that gas station, like you said, is brand new. It's real nice. But then even like you could tell they just took a rattle can of spray paint and painted their parking lines down. Like they didn't even get like a stencil for the handicap spot. Like they
it was built in 2 days. It was built in 2 days. It was fine.
They literally look like they spray painted the handicap spot instead of like using a stencil and making it look nice.
No, it was built in 2 days, and somehow it's like always the cheapest gas around. I don't know.
And it's usually busy as fuck too. And like I said, they got great breakfast sandwiches. And if you're on that keto diet, you can buy a keto breakfast Sammy. It's just like an egg, and your egg's the bun, and then there's sausage in the middle. And if you get a double keto, there's 2 pieces of sausage, 3 egg, really, and like $4.
Just those like microwave egg type things.
No, they fry them off on a little flat top back here.
Okay.
You can tell like it's actually a fried fucking egg.
Yeah,
it's not the little and it's not like those weird discs like you get. It's definitely
I might stop stopping there for breakfast, but I always like a place like when I was doing the surveying, doing a lot of the gas and oil stuff. It's like a place that just makes something fresh.
Yeah,
even if they make it and put it in a warmer, but you still like that's a fresh egg.
Yeah,
they had to cook that sausage patty back there. Maybe not make it themselves, but it's
right.
Still fresh,
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
but
you can tell
fresh egg alone. It was like, all right, somebody had to construct this. It wasn't something they bought that was completely frozen, just stuck in a microwave and then threw it out. It's like,
right. Yeah, like a Speedway sandwich sometimes and shit. Like some of those bigger gas stations, you can tell. Like, that's one of those fucking like Jimmy Dean things that I get that I got in my freezer that I heated up in a microwave. But yeah, no, like you can tell and even like their croissants, like if you get it on a croissant, the croissant's bigger than the meat and shit is. So you can tell like they cut it and then they toasted it on the flat top and shit.
Nice.
So like it's really fucking good for breakfast Sammy's. That's for sure.
Yeah.
And then that double keto is only like $4.
That's not bad.
Yeah, get you a couple Monster Energy drinks, $3.
Double keto celebrating my day.
And that's one thing I'll say too is like whoever's in there looks to find new products and stuff because they always have like whenever we're doing the drink samples and stuff, like I'd always find like the new seltzers or like that fucking that Bang mix, whatever that alcoholic beverage was. They had those there, so it's not like I know like sometimes you go to Speedway and it's like, well, here's fucking Miller Lite, Bud Light, you know, the standard beers, Twisted Teas, some regular seltzers, and that it. Like this place does kind of seem to dabble in like, oh, this is a new product. Yeah, let's get a couple cases, throw it on the shelf, see how it does.
Yeah. Probably good sales rep around the area too.
Yeah.
It's probably like, hey, you know, you guys should put this on there because it's going to sell really well. Blah blah blah. But yeah,
yeah, awesome. Yeah, it's cool. It's I guess it's not as ratchet as I say it is. It's just weird to see spray painted.
I don't feel like it's ratchet at all. But you do, that's fine.
There's some weird, the weird.
That
people.
whole side of town is just weird. I don't know.
The east side of Philly is very weird.
It's nice. There's a lot of nice, but it's just like it just tapers off really fast.
Yeah, and then like, and even once you get out of Philly, it looks like a shithole, and then you get to like where Buckeye and the university is and all that stuff, and like especially in my neighborhood, like it's real nice, and then there's just all this like
where you live, you're dead.
Yeah, and there's all this like these kind of shitty looking areas close to it. It's like, well, you know, it just gets weird. It's patchy. I guess it's patchy.
Hey, either way.
Yeah.
All right. So I mean, I don't think I have a whole lot else for you.
I don't have anything really to add to this conversation. Oh, except for I want to thank your wife, Steph. Thank you for printing out that cute picture of us.
Yeah, she did. She's just
it's from our 1 year podcast anniversary.
1 year anniversary.
Yeah, if you're watching, it's right there in front. If you're listening, there's a picture of us.
Yeah. Go back to our 1 year anniversary and you'll see the exact picture.
Yeah, you'll see us. Yeah. You'll see the real deal instead of just looking at a picture.
Yeah. Good times.
Look at this photograph.
Good times. Maybe some would say a damn good time.
It's been a damn good time, that's for sure.
All right. Well, with that said, I think we rock it out with a big old blast in the middle. Boom.
Click like and subscribe. Follow us. Share us with your friends. Hey, it's Mother's Day's coming up. Share us with your mom.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there.
Sarah, my mom.
Yep, Sarah,
Mom.
Julie, Gloria, all the moms.
And you know what? And to us, because we are mothers of this show.
Yeah.
And we've been mothering and nurturing it, and you are not clicking, liking, and subscribing enough. So we are sad mothers.
Yeah. And if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't be moms. I don't know.
I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Like, tell your mom.
I'm not trying to take the credit for you guys being moms. I'm just trying to be funny.
I was
joke.
talking about the show, not our mom. I was talking about
well, we're the fathers of the show. And the mothers.
And the mothers. Yeah.
Well, no, our wives help. And they can be the moms of the show, I guess. They're the
one of
ones
them's gonna be the mother, one of them's gonna be. We'll figure it out. All right.
This show has two dads. This show has two dads, but
and both of it hate it. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, man. I love you guys. Love you, Cody, and we will catch you next week.
Follow the white rabbit. Follow the white rabbit. Follow the white rabbit. Love you. Peace.